Welcome back to another episode of Drink Tales, and today we are getting closer and closer to Christmas. And that means, COVID or not, you might be having a gathering. I know some of y'all don't care. That's unfortunate, but if you're gonna do this, we got you. Also, it's the middle of the month, so you know what that means. I'm bringing out my tasting notes again. And we're in the month of December, Christmas time, like I said before. So, the theme on this board, I'm doing a color theme. So, everything you see here, some new stuff on the table, a lot of returning stuff. But the theme I'm going with are Christmas colors, so I'm doing whites, I'm doing reds, and I'm doing greens. And we're also going to have a Christmas drink to go along with it. So, how you want to do this? You want to start, or you want to start your drink?
Looking at, I can make the drinks while you're going over your board, because unless y'all want to know how to make the drink, it's pretty easy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my knife. I'm going to grab my knife and get ready.
I'll do this. So before you start, just to let you guys know, the drink pairing you'll want to put with this, I'm gonna say champagne. Mm-hmm. It's the easiest thing you could go for, and make champagne cocktails. Mm-hmm. And by champagne cocktails, I mean the champagne cocktail, mm-hmm. which is what it is called, mm-hmm. and a Cur Royal. Those are two examples of champagne cocktails that you can do. Okay. And I'll be making them as we go over this. You guys can see how it's done. But they are super easy to do, which is why I suggested them, because you could make these on the fly while guests are here and everything.
Okay. So, this is what we got going on today. So, first up, let's start over here. You guys see olives. Now, I know what you're thinking. We do olives a lot. I went different this time. I found blue cheese stuffed olives. Ooh. And they are delicious. They incorporate white and green. So, you get a 2-for-1 color-wise. Next, we got our pecans. You guys know I always do pecans. I know they're brown, but I'm putting them in the red category, so we'll just say dark red. And these are the bourbon pecans that I always like to get. I think they taste great. It's Christmas time, you want something sweet. Pecan is a nut that I think goes hand in hand with the season. You see our meat making a return as always, prosciutto. I always go with prosciutto. That's at this juncture, it's kind of a basic meat for me. We got brie back on the table as far as cheeses go. Except for the blue cheese and the olives, brie is the only other cheese on the table this month. It's explicitly white, of course. And it tastes good. It's a nice cheese. I consider that a staple cheese as well, almost. You always want a good brie. New to the table, stuck within the brie, we're doing pomegranate seeds. Now, I chose the seeds because I wanted them to, I had this idea in my head for them to come out of the middle of the brie.
As if if you sliced into the cheese,
exactly.
Pomegranate.
But
it's a weird flex, but
you could also go with taking a pomegranate, cutting it in half, and just setting the half on the table. I didn't want to do that this go around. I didn't want to deal with the hustle and bustle of a pomegranate. But you can do either or both on a board if you want. As a matter of fact, if you're doing a bigger board, I would suggest doing both. Like if you have a big board, we're good. Like if you have a big board, I would suggest, putting seeds there and then slicing a pomegranate in half and putting each half like on each end of the board, or if it's in a circle, like opposed to each other. We got grapes coming back, but this go around they're green. We also got I tried to go with the whitest cracker that I could find. You might want to go whiter than that. We also got salami. This is Genoa salami this go around. I didn't go with the hard salami. Salami is another one that's pretty much a staple nowadays for me. New to the table. These are cranberries, but not just regular old cranberries. I made like candied cranberries. I'm gonna put a recipe to how I did this below, but it basically came down to making like a bit of a simple syrup, tossing the cranberries in them, letting them dry to the point of getting sticky, and then coating them in sugar. They're really good. You get that sweetness of the cranberry, you get that sweetness of the sugar and the tartness of the cranberry at the same time. So they go great, especially if you're eating them in conjunction with a cocktail, specifically like a champagne cocktail. They go well with,
which is the first one that's coming up.
All right. Next up, or should I say our last two? I'm gonna just do them in combination. First up, new to the table. I got a baguette, sliced a few pieces off, and put them on the table. If you got a bigger board, you would probably use the whole baguette. And that's also coupled with this fig preserve. Now, I used fig preserve last month, but I liked it so much that I had to bring it back again. And of course, the baguette is white. The fig preserve goes in the red category. And that's pretty much it. You can use other stuff as well. You know, every month I say you want to get creative with these boards. Other suggestions I would go with pistachios for green. Other kind of red meats, other kind of white cheeses, crackers that are white that you can get in that are even whiter than what I have on the board right now that you can put in. Things like that. Different. If you want some green in there, I didn't put them on here, but gherkins. You can go with gherkins. Any kind of olive that you want that's green. As long as it tastes good, as long as you got your theming down, and as long as you enjoy what you're doing, it'll come out great. So what do we got drink-wise?
First up, the champagne cocktail. Easy recipe number one. All you need is a cube of sugar. So you may want to go to the store and get that. They sell sugar cubes in a box. Like so, right here. Take you a sugar cube, put it in the champagne flute, douse it with at least 2 to 4 dashes of Angostura bitters, and then pour your champagne over it.
Okay.
Second one, your Curt Royale. You'll want to use about half an ounce of creme de cassis. Put it in the glass, put your champagne in there, and that's pretty much it. If you want to top it off with a garnish like a cranberry, perhaps, you can do so.
All right. So, that'll do it, guys, for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content that's coming to the channel. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Twitter. And you've been saying it every month.
If you have a spirit, if you have a liqueur, some type of beer or wine, some type of alcohol that you feel like goes underappreciated or we wouldn't be able to get in the United States or something like that, let us know about it. If you have the bottle and would like to send it to us, feel free to do so. Hit us up in our DMs and we'll make arrangements to review it on our channel.
All right. And until next time, everybody, peace.